Now, before I start this review slash rant on Kenny the Cat, I would like to say this. If you are a good user and if you like this episode, I respect your opinion, as long as you respect mine. But if you disrespect my opinion on Kenny the Cat, I will seriously block you from my channel. Sorry about the loud volume. Anyways, let's start the review slash rant. Hey guys, it's me, Shrek and Age Kinda Awesome and doing Teen Titans Go Sucks here again, and today I am going to do a review slash rant on Kenny the Cat, my 14th worst SpongeBob episode ever. So basically what the plot is, SpongeBob is really excited for Kenny to come because Kenny is a cat who can hold his breath for a very long time, and he tells Mr. Krabs about Kenny the cat, and Mr. Krabs like, oh, I'm not interested of your bull crap, SpongeBob. But when he shows him how famous Kenny is, I'm like, oh hell yeah, bring him in, me boy, and he'll make me some fortune, which is money, of course. Of course, it's the freaking money Mr. Krabs cares about nowadays. And so yeah. Yeah. And Mr. Krabs wants him to be like this, I don't know, this manager thing, I believe. I don't know. But then SpongeBob goes to Sandy's and he tells her about Kenny, but 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 Sandy has a hatred of cats and she thinks Kenny's a fraud. Okay, since when did Sandy had hatred of cats? That's like making Dexter's mom have a hatred for dogs. Which, why does she have hatred of cats? They didn't explain anything why she really hates cats. I would really like to know why she hates cats. They didn't give any explanation at all in this episode why she hates cats. So anyways, Sandy tells SpongeBob that Kenny's a fraud and cats are no good scoundrels. Wow. That's how much you really hate cats, Sandy? My god. And then SpongeBob sleeps over in town with Patrick, and he puts one of the ugliest and creepiest makeup ever. And what thumbs up the scene where after when Patrick and SpongeBob get makeups of cats, Patrick's like, this is starting to get creepy. For once, Patrick, I agree with you, Patrick. You may be dumb as hell, but I really agree with you, Patrick. And then when Patrick was like, okay, SpongeBob, you're really freaking me out now. And then the next day, Kenny came. Okay, first off, Kenny looks like a knockoff of freaking Tom from Tom and Jerry. Just like Pinkalicious. Not only Pinkalicious is a freaking ripoff to Tinkerbell and the Disney princesses, but she looks like a knockoff to freaking Star Butterfly from Star vs. the Forces of Evil. I forgot to mention that in my review slash rant on Pinkalicious and Peterific, that she's a knockoff to Star Butterfly. Kenny is a knockoff to Tom from Tom and Jerry. Obviously, because they're both gray. Except Tom is more likable than Kenny is. So anyways, yeah. He goes into the Bikini Bottom, then he goes to the Krusty Krab, and SpongeBob is so happy. Kenny's signing autographs, and SpongeBob is so delighted, and he cannot wait to get his autograph pretty soon. And as soon as he was holding his breath, it was getting hard for him to breathe really soon. So yeah, in the yeah, he goes into the bathroom after he was holding his breath for so many times. Yeah, he actually takes out the oxygen thing and he uses it. Turns out that Sandy was right. Kenny really is a fraud. Even though she has hatred of cats, which they didn't explain why. SpongeBob is then heartbroken, and then he runs away crying. And then Kenny tells SpongeBob that he wants to be special, and SpongeBob promises to not tell anyone. And then Kenny goes back and he holds his breath, and Sandy appears, and Sandy just asks so many questions after. And when Kenny finally can't hold his breath any longer, he takes out the oxygen thing, and everyone was shocked that Kenny really was a fraud, and Sandy was right, like I said, and Mr. Krabs was angry, and he took the ketchup things back, and the fans were angry at him at all, and no longer were his fans. And of course, SpongeBob apologized, saying, "I'm sorry if I ruined your career." And Kenny's like, "Oh, that's okay, SpongeBob. It's not worth it, being under the sea." And then SpongeBob sends Kenny away, and Sandy's like, "That's why you should never trust cats. Or is it a dog? Sandy, if you hate dogs and cats so much, then why are you living underwater in the first place? Land creatures could die if they were under the water for so many times or hours." And that's basically what the plot for the entire episode is. This is a stupid episode, like really. Kenny was a freaking knockoff to Tom from Tom and Jerry. And the part where SpongeBob made use makeup as cats was really creepy as hell. I agreed what Patrick said, it was creepy, even though he's dumb as hell. For once I have to agree with Patrick. It was creepy, and the humor didn't make sense, and neither did the jokes. The jokes were confusing, and the humor was too cheesy. And of course, Kenny had been treated like he was a Hollywood actor until later on he's now treated like dirt because of the oxygen thing he used, and for being a fraud, he's now treated like dirt. You could tell even when Mr. Krabs gave the tomato things away from him. Yeah. This is such a boring episode. It's not really that funny to me. It's just a boring episode with a yeah, Kenny's really a Tom wannabe. Yeah. This episode is nothing but a Tom wannabe. Kenny is really a Tom wannabe, and it's creepy. It's mean-spirited because of sandy cheeks. It's confusing, it's boring, it's pathetic, it's not funny, it's predictable, it's bland, it's not worth watching. If you like this episode, that's fine, I respect your opinion. Personally, I don't like this episode. And of course, Mr. Krabs wanted to use Kenny for money, because that's what Mr. Krabs only cares about is the freaking money. Yeah, how cheap and malevolent and that penny pinching and that self-centered Mr. Krabs really is, and malevolent. I really hate Mr. Krabs so much. He's the worst character ever, and he's the main antagonist. So yeah. Bottom line, this episode sucks. I give this episode a 0 out of 10. Don't watch it. It sucks. So yeah. That was my review / rant on Kenny the Cat. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. This is Shrek and H kinda awesome and doing Teen Titans Go Suck. See you again, and I'll see you guys tomorrow on my next video. Alright? And I'll see you guys later. This is Shrek and H kinda awesome and doing Teen Titans Go Sucks here again, signing off.